fearless pioneer.
Yo, what's going on guys? EJ here, bringing another Lord of the Rings Rise of War video. Today guys, I'm going to give you a quick update on my server as well. Mostly the video is going to be about my formation today. I've made some major changes while versing evil, because I've been getting beaten quite a lot, but I made quite a few changes that have made a big difference, so this is going to help out the good side a little bit. And who knows, the evil might watch it and then they figure out what's going on with the counter, but most people know what's happening anyway. But yeah, I'll just give you a quick map update to show you what's been happening. So as you can see, we'll just have a look at the main battle points, which is quite through the equator of Middle Earth pretty much. So there's little battles going on here between Gondor and Arnor, nothing too crazy there, and a couple of little battles down here. Rohan, not really active, but I've got a little bit of land down there in Tor Lor. Up here, Angmar just took some more extra ground up in here, so Lindon's pretty much non-existent now with Rohan, and Ruin is completely gone. Now Gondor, we've been fighting, we're split up. There's a few of us over this side, on the east side and the west side. So over on the west, we have like, mostly it's us guys, Book, followed with a bit of Bear, and we're fighting Angmar a lot here. As you can see, some decent battle pins there, 5.9 million. And then we've got the other side with mostly Bear over this side, who are in battles with Lothlorien as well as Arnor as well as Angmar as well. And they've been battling these areas quite a lot. Mordor have not really gained any ground. They've just been battling in the same areas the whole time, pretty much against Lothlorien there. And yeah, the dwarves are pretty much non-existent anymore. They're just holding their little areas a little bit there, and they've basically just been fighting against Lothlorien. So that's pretty much what's been happening. The major battles being Angmar and ourselves, Gondor, have been clashing all throughout the middle of the map, and as well as Lothlorien hitting Gondor as well. So that's the two or three major big things that have been happening on the map. Alright, moving on. So my formation, I have it here. So you'll notice that first off, the first big change that I've made is I've taken Gil-galad out. Mine was only R5 because I made major mistakes in the past. Even though he's still good at R5, I was sick of using him. Everyone just uses him all the time and just uses elf units. So I've been mucking around. I took him out. I put my Isildur in, who's super strong. And I came up with a really good build for him that's been doing fantastic. We will show a lot of battle reports in a moment. Now, the troop combination, I've been doing a lot, so you will see different troop combinations throughout the battle report. But the big major changes, like my Dane has pretty much stayed exactly the same. My Bjorn is, I lost his Warcry set because I had to muck around with the hammers and that and do a whole lot of stuff with gear. The only change I want to do with him at the end of the season is I'm going to put a Palantir here, which I can get if I have one more spare hammer and break down my Palantir that's on here, because I have one that's in actual strengthening from Dane, and then that's going to help increase this stat here of the commander damage 31 to 41 up into the 40s to 50s, which is going to help an absolute lot. And yeah, these are only 4 stars now because I've put most of my work into Gandalf the White now. So as you can see, Gandalf the White, the big major changes, I did a lot of gear changes here. So you can see that I now have like the Reach of the Riddermark because it gives Commander Initiative +6. I also have Agility on this, which I have 2 pieces of it, so that's going to increase my Agility of 5. As well as Helmet still stays the same with the Grey Wizard hat, because I don't want to go under 200 focus. I've got 220 here at level 47. And then we changed from the Smoking Pipe that I had to the Signet of the Barrows, because it does give a 3 initiative points, and I only lose like 6 points of focus, so it's a pretty good sacrifice to make for that initiative. So you can now see that my initiative is 45, which is quite good. I'm outspeeding a lot of Saurons. There's still quite a few that are completely outspeeding me because they have old gear and have like 60 speed, but otherwise we're doing really good. Now the big change is Isildur. So I used to have like attack gear and that I used to use between like Elrond, Isildur, and Gil-galad. I've come up with this combination for this gear that does insane defense. As you can see here, my swans have 272 defense. Now in battle with the buff from my R5 skill, the way you'll see my skilling's been a little bit different in the battles as well. I've been getting up to around about 357 defense on the Swan Knights. And yeah, and like in the 300s and stuff like that for mostly the other troops that you'll see. But you can see things like I've got the Reckoning here because it gives unit defense of 45. We have the High Elf Hauberk, which gives unit defense of 48. We have the beautiful Cask of the Submerged Isles here, which gives unit defense of 48. And then we have the Silver Harp of Rivendell, which gives unit defense of 42. So yeah, absolute huge buffs there. You can see the defense, the bonus of 212 there. It's absolutely fantastic. Commander 520 is quite good as well. I've been mucking around with the skilling. I've just changed it so that I have Great King maxed out, so I get the 10% damage reduction as well over an extra 10 defense and like 2 instances, and it's kind of working out pretty well. Yeah, well, the next thing, all I can do is we're going to go through and show you a bunch of battle reports. I got some from like a week ago going all the way through. I've been doing a lot of PvP this week. I think I got like 600,000 or so. We can have a look real quick. I think around about close to 600,000 in the last few days. Like, so let's have a quick look. So let's go to members. Yeah, 540,000 merit. So yeah, doing not too bad. You can see some other teammates who are a lot stronger than me, up close to the millions. But yeah, doing quite well, especially with using small units. So let's go have a look at some of those battle reports, shall we? Right, guys, so this was one of the first battles that I got into against this guy. I'm not sure if that's Japanese, Chinese, or whatever. I can't understand that. But he's from Void on Angmar's side. So you can see it was quite even, except for my Isildur was very far behind then at level 41. So if we go into the breakdowns of this, you can see I received 221,000 to his 308,000 damage to his Sauron. If we have a look at his commanders, quite nice as well. You can see that we have a Zenith level 6 Sauron here, but only 27 initiative. So my Gandalf the White was able to get his skills off. We have alerts at respect level 11 with some decent gear. Scar Helm, who's really good, we have there at level 12. And of course, we've got to speak about the dragoons and stuff. All evil troops are very tanky and very strong and doing quite well there. And then we've got the Shadow at a respect level 12 with a full Warcry set and pretty good gold gear. So, like, pretty decent to say the least. A pretty good battle there. I was losing to these guys before, and as you can see with my troop combo here, I was using like all the bow knights and that, and some of the tier 4. Alright guys, I want to show you this battle. It's fairly close as well. I didn't lose by too much, but it's quite a pretty decent result in saying when we have a look at Mad King's army here. So he had a level 46 Zenith 11 full Warcry set. Like, yeah, this is a pretty souped up Witch King, as you can see. Very fantastically strong, using Berserkers that are anti-stun. We then have a Sauron here, which was also Zenith level 11, which has 60 speed because he has some of the old gear that is giving initiative buffs, which is crazy. So yeah, I can't outspeed him whatsoever. We then have Undying, who I think is absolutely fantastic commander. Zenith level 6 there with a full evasive action there. And we all know with his skill, where is it here? The R5 I've gone past it, where it's an Undead Commander, which is so good. Grants 2 allied formations a 90% chance to evade the first 4 hits. Really good. And another thing to talk about is, well, these Crushers are absolutely fantastic evil units. They're so tanky and strong and easy and quick to make. And you'll see a lot of people using them in these battle reports. But if we have a look at the breakdown, it wasn't too bad. I received 282 to his 246, so I was pretty happy with the results. He had a couple of levels on me as well. But yeah, pretty solid battle report there. He had 3 Zenith level commanders as well. Rightio guys, so you can see this battle here against Darth here. We had a little bit of changes. We had we're still using full medium units here. So we got into a battle against Darth here, was quite decently strong as well. If we have a quick look at the breakdown, you can see I took 236,000 to his 316,000 damage. You can see Sauron that are using the tier 3 trolls that are really good. Respect level 8 Sauron, 39 speed, so I did outspeed him there. The thing to talk about these trolls though, they're so good because of this skill Massive Presence. With the first 3 rounds, each round 100% chance to make 3 enemy formations normal attack this unit, which is so good. They just tank all the damage and keep the other commanders alive. We've got alerts there with respect level 11 once again, half decent gear. Scar Helm, respect level 9. And then we have a Shadow at respect level 12, full Warcry set. So you can see, like, I've got some levels on him when it comes to commander levels, but it's just a few extra points on my skill trees. Still super tanky in that his troops and that. Yeah, and he survives the hit from there, which is really good. But yeah, quite a solid tanky battle there. Rightio guys, so I want to show you this report because this was a really good result. So I versed Gorthuk here, who is really good. As you can see, I was all level 45s and 42 on my Sealed at the time. And a Sealed is so tanky, he hangs in every single battle. You'll see him alive in pretty much every single battle report. As you can see, I was completely out-leveled at the time, and this guy is quite very strong as well. 46 initiative, full agility skilled, Sauron at Zenith level 3 here, really good gear. We then have the Undying, which is also Zenith level 3 with a full evasive action. We then have Saruman, who you'll see in a lot of formations, as well as Sestara. The focus damage that these guys do are fantastic, with some really good gear there at Zenith level 3 once again, with a full evasive action set. And then we have his Lurch, which has a full evasive action set once again at level 11 respect. So a very strong, solid army. Very happy with these results. This was a really good result, as you can see. 314,000 damage received to 284. I would definitely take that. A super tanky, strong battle. I was using the medium units here, so that does help a lot against his smaller units in the later rounds. But the trolls stay alive, they tank all the damage. And as you can see, my Isildur stays alive once again with the units. The Swan Knights are just so tanky, they stay alive a lot in those battles. But I wanted to show that one because he is super strong. So this battle here, we're using a mixture of Bow Knights and of the Guardmen here. So a small and medium mix. You can see it was quite a close battle. So we went against this level 44 Witch King with the tier 3 trolls at respect level 7. With a full evasive action set there. So a bit lower, but it can show that how strong and tanky these trolls are. Especially against my super strong commanders. We then have... we have Oglog here, who's really good at... See, these are lower on the tier of respect levels 8 with Perseverance. Full set there, but doing really good. Works really good with the trolls there, like some of his skills. Like physical damage of 700% there, it's fantastic. And then inflicts 150% bleed damage, really good. Works really good with trolls. We then have Undying, of course, with his really good evasiveness. And a full Perseverance set here. So his gear's quite very nice as well. Respect level 10. When you get up to respect level 10, that's where you start doing really good. Like, when you start getting up in the Zenith, and that, all you do is just get a few extra points, pretty much. It can make a difference of a little bit of extra damage. So not a huge difference. And then we have Saruman, who's fantastic here with a full Law of the Arcane set. Doing really good 257 focus here. Huge amounts of focus damage. But if you have a look at the breakdown of the battle, you can see I took 238,000 damage to his 291,000. So yeah, it was quite decently a good battle. Of course, the trolls are expensive to make. I had a mixture of small units in there. So when it comes to unit cost, I did a lot better. I did win the battle as well. I did have a couple of levels above him. But it was all in all a pretty solid, even battle. And yeah, quite nice. Right here guys, so I want to show you this one because I did a little bit of mucking around here. You can see I started using a couple of eagles in that, and we versed YG here, who was very strong. If we have a quick look at the results, you can see I took 322,000 damage to his 226,000. So I did lose the battle, but I still think this is a pretty good result. Like Isildur still tanking all the damage there, especially when you see this guy very strong. We have a full Zenith level 11 with a full Law of the Arcane set of Witch King, looking very nice there. We've got Sauron, who has 52 initiative at Zenith level 11. We then have a beautiful Zenith level 1 full Warcry, full max gold, and I mean full max gold, even relic alerts here, which is crazy with the dragoons that, if I haven't spoke about them in the other reports yet, are so tanky. They're very hard to take down. And of course, damage received from energy range units, so they do really good against ranged. And we're using Eagles and Bow Knights in that here. And then Undying once again at Zenith level 13. So yeah, when you have a look at all of these Zenith levels, like I think this is all 4 Zeniths, alright? Like including an 11, a 13, and 2 11s, and a 1. Yeah, quite insane. I think this is a pretty good result, to say the least. Like we got him down to like under 3,000, so taking more than like maybe 5/8 worth of damage to him. So quite really good. So I wanted to show that report there. Of course, the Eagles were expensive, but yeah, you'll see a couple of small units I'm going to be using in a moment in further reports. So guys, this was a rematch against that Darth Dengo guy that we versed before, and I wanted to show you this battle report where we actually got the full win. I was using all small units at the time here, which was quite good, using all of the Guardians, and they're quite tanky. We did 350,000 damage here to 279,000 damage taken. We've seen this gear in that before in the other battle reports, but yeah, pretty good result here just using small units. Because they did really good against the trolls in the earlier rounds. Okay, so this was a crazy one. So this is where I was using all small units, and I happened to come against an entire army of tier 3 trolls, which is quite tanky. As you can see, we did nearly 350,000 damage there to the 267,000. If we have a look at his things, a lot weaker on the other side though. We've got like a respect level 5 Sauron. We have a Shadow at respect level 10, and then we have Scar Helm at respect level 6, and we have a Lurtz at respect level 10. So I completely outbeat him there when it comes to gear and stuff, and I did get a full counter. But it shows just how tanky the trolls are, especially on Sauron, surviving that battle, and he still did a immense amount of damage to me. So yeah, kudos to him. Like, even though I have really good gear in that, he was super tanky in that, but yeah, that is a big loss when it comes to your troops as well with the tier 4 trolls. That would be a lot of time making all of those. Alright guys, so as you can see, my Isildur survived this mammoth hit. This was a full troll unit, pretty much using tier 2 trolls that are super good and strong as well. Of course with the tier 3, protecting the tier 2 trolls as well. Using a near full small unit here with, of course, my Swan Knights tanking damage early. As you can see, I did take close to half damage off him, but this guy is super strong. So as you can see, we have a Zenith level 11 full golded Sauron here, with full agility set there. We have a Zenith level 8 full Warcry, full golded out Undying. We then have the Shadow here at a Zenith level 2 full gold, full Warcry set. And the relic on him as well, and a full perseverance on a Zenith level 1 Lurtz. So yeah, when you take into consideration the units that I was using, not too bad whatsoever. I feel like if I had Bow Knights here, I would have did a little bit better, even though like the small units don't really get the full counter unless you have a full unit, and then you can get the initiative and stuff like that as well. But all in all, not too bad, considering how strong he is with all of his gear and that. He's pretty decked out. Rightio, so I've been battling this guy quite a lot, Bleeding Dole. He's always up there on the battlefronts. So I was using full small unit at the time, so this shows my result on when I get countered by these tanky dragoons. So Bleeding Dole had a couple of levels on me as well, 48, 49 there. Sauron, respect level 11 with a full agility set, but still pretty low initiative of 28. Like the gear not really giving any buffs to agility. We then have Scar Helm, who's really good at doing damage as well at respect level 15. We've got Lurtz, another big damage dealer at respect level 10. And then Sestara, that I've been telling a lot of people about before, quite nice with a full perseverance set there. Respect level 12, he does fantastic focus damage. If we look at the breakdowns, you can see 314,000 damage taken to 290,000. So yeah, a pretty good exchange there, guys, even though I was getting the disadvantage of the full counter. And to wrap it up, we're going to do a live battle right now. So we've got my army. You can see that we're using 3 small units, and we got Isildur. We're leveled up quite a bit now at level 47s and 45s. There's not a lot of army's really attacking here at the moment. So I'm just going to move up and start occupying this. And hopefully one of them will come and attack me in just a moment. And we'll wait. And yeah, we'll see what they send against us. And we'll see how we do. So we'll be back in a moment to check that out. Rightio, so it looks like I haven't actually versed this guy at all this season. Major Pain, I have seen him on the battlefield a couple of times though. His name has popped out at me quite a bit a few times because it's actually a movie that I like called Major Pain. So he's marching to us right now, and I put a post out, as you can see, in World Chat, so maybe you've seen that or he's just randomly attacking, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see how we go. He could also check the battle reports so he knows what I got, so I don't know if he's super duper strong or what, but I said, as you can probably see, I said send something really strong, I want to wrap up the video. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Like I said, once again, all my gear and everything's been the same. All of my skills are a little bit different than some of them battle reports just here with, I now have the full Great King. So yeah, let's see how we do here in this battle here. We've got Major Pain marching in, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Alright, 20 seconds incoming. Then we'll see what happens. We're occupying this tile. And yeah, we'll wrap up the video of this. We'll check out our battle results and stuff like that. I'm getting quite low on troops now as well. So yeah, I've got a lot of barracks going. I've got a fair bit of resources up here. Okay, so it is a draw. So let's see. Okay, so I've done quite good here. So we'll have a look. We'll have a look and see what he's like. Alright, Major Pain, 74. Okay, he's a bit behind here, so not the strongest. Yeah, we might do one more battle, guys, because I completely destroyed this guy. Yeah, he's not the super of strongest kind of guys, but hey, kudos to him. He went in and gave me a full, he came in and gave me a good battle. Like, he still did, like, decent damage to me, like 130,000, but yeah, not the absolute result that I was looking for, so I will back off there and go back to my fort. Wait, I can't. There we go. And we'll try refill our troops back up, and we'll try getting into one last battle because, yeah, that one was a little bit unfair on my end. Alright, so we've got Jaxcali attacking here. I recognise him. I've bumped into him quite a lot. He's very strong. I'm not sure which one's going to hit me first. It could be the one with his unit in it, which usually does quite a lot of damage to him. I'm going to die here because two of them are going to hit me at once. I don't know if I can get back in time. I'll try. Might be able to dodge the last one. Nah, the game's so laggy. Alright, let's just see how we did in the first battle, because that's the main point. Of course, we're going to die in the last one. Alright, so the first one I want to have a look at is this one. Okay. Yeah, so let's have a look, because this is a pretty solid battle. Yeah, I wanted to show this one, because his army is quite different to other people, and this is a very interesting one to wrap up the video in. As you can see, I've got him out-leveled. I've lost this battle, but you can see he's got a very unique build, and it's very interesting, so I want to talk about this one a lot. So we have a Sunid, who are using the big old rhinos, which back in 1.0 was absolutely insane. So let's have a quick look, shall we? Okay, so this guy's very strong to start off with. Okay, Zenith level 8, full gold set. Very interesting. This is really cool to look at. So it's a full thick armor here, so very tanky. Just having a quick look at the skills. So we've got defense. We've got beast, Lormina, 50% poison damage. Okay. And healing as well. So very interesting. The great beasts are, of course, very strong with defense. And they're going to do really good. 3 allied formation units, next damage dealt, so it's going to be buffing them as well. Good physical reduction. Black Sandstorm, sorry. So we have, just having a look here, increases attack and defensive units, commanders, command and focus. Increases physical damage dealt by orcs. Okay, very, very interesting. Evil men units by 2% when allied beasts are present. Okay, very nice there. Alright, let's have a look at this. This is interesting. A respect level 10. As you recall, full set there of evasive action. Also has his Corsair's bow as well. Combustion against 1 enemy formation units. Burn damage received plus 2.5 when army includes Corsairs. Okay. Have a look at the skills here. Burn damage. Okay. Healing as well. Very interesting. It's going to be really interesting to look at the results in a moment. And follow-up damage as well. Okay. Using As you can see, the units are using the Obelisk on here, which of course are going to be doing poison damage, as well as a chance to do dual blows as well. Let's have a look at his Witch King, Zenith level 11. Okay, his Azrael was 10. Okay, so he's got 2 Zenith level 11s here, using Angmar's Tier 4 Fallen, which are very strong each time after taking damage. Damage dealt plus 2%, 10 stacks. We all know other Witch King skills in that. His gearing is very good. Initiative 52. That's very interesting. So yeah, Witch King's initiative very high there. Okay. And okay, Ethereal. Not a lot of people using her. Level 7. Respect there. Very interesting. Looks like we're going with a unit attack gear here. By the looks of it. So a lot of unit attack. Doing quite interesting. The main skills they put in is... Okay, a lot of healing here. Restores 350 HP to men and evil men. So a lot of healing. A lot of healing with the tier 4 Vanguards here. So let's have a look at how much healing they did. Okay, there we go. So that's what's happening. A really good healing build here. 51,000. So yeah, this is a very interesting. I like this battle. Very interesting. I'm going to have a chat to this guy in a minute in the chat. It's really good. 51,000 healing. That's really good. That's the best healing I've seen on the evil side. This is kind of like the good side with people running Thranduil and that, and Kierden doing really good healing. So our damages was pretty much the same at the 220,000 mark, but that 50,000 healing is fantastic from his commander. So yeah, really good battle there. Close to even when it comes to damage-wise, but yeah, that healing is absolute fantastic. So yeah, a really cool battle there. And I think that's a really good way to wrap up the video. So yeah, excellent battles against Angmar and stuff like that. And until next time, peace out, EJ's out, and I'll catch you guys later. See yous.
Thousands songs of the EJU.